Mark G. Bilson here, Tri-City Sports. Now, quick note, Dustin Kearns left Presbyterian, the Kingsport native, to be the new head men's basketball coach at Appalachian State. We had him on the show last week. Quentin Farrell is, according to HoopDirt.com and our friend Adam Nelson, going to be named the new head basketball coach at Presbyterian down there in Clinton, South Carolina. Big South Conference, Clinton. Of course, they won 20 games this past year, did better in the CIT than ETSU did. Now, if you want to know, Farrell's South Carolina native. He's been an assistant at the College of Charleston the past 5 seasons, also worked as an assistant at the Citadel, and he's an alum of Presbyterian. So there you go, Presbyterian, now local college. They've got their new head basketball coach. And it's someone with a few Southern Conference ties. I thought that was worthy of mention here on Tri-Cities Sports Now. Also, I thought it was worth mentioning about the hockey playoffs, because I'm the only guy that's going to be doing that in this market. And ultimately, I think in the future, here's what I see for the Tri-Cities. And it's that I want them to be more cosmopolitan. And, one time, BMS, that was being cosmopolitan for the area. But when you only had 26,000 by my count, but less than 40 by everybody's count, at the Food City 500, which is a quarter of capacity and probably less than that, something was wrong. And, it was a wonderful race. I really enjoyed it. But nobody was there. What's wrong? And is NASCAR losing its luster? Is the NASCAR culture, country boy culture, over the last 10 years or so, fading away? We're becoming obsolete. Tri-Cities market, again, a broken record. I guess the one thing I'm going to tell everybody about here, if they ever listen to, I can't say it enough, 30 years ago, I remember opening up Tri-Cities Business Journal, Book of Lists, or actually it's Broadcasting Cable magazine. I used to read the Book of Lists too, but the Broadcasting Cable magazine, and they listed their 210 TV markets, and Tri-Cities was 92. I said, wow, that's not New York or anything, but I would have thought it was smaller. Wait a minute, what are these places that we're bigger than, and what are these places that we are comparable to? Tri-Cities was 92, Las Vegas was 90. I'm like, wow, we're as big as Las Vegas metro area. Now Las Vegas is 39th, and the Tri-Cities is 102nd. Why is that? Because the Tri-Cities does have some things going for it. Like a lot of wide open spaces, thank you, Natalie Maines. So you can put a lot of people here, and it's not going to get crowded. Or, how about no income tax? I guess Virginia doesn't have that, but Tennessee does. Wasn't Tennessee supposed to be this growing state and all this? But now, go in the opposite direction. And the only thing I can come up with is, the Tri-Cities tends to be insular. Number 2, it's not that cosmopolitan. How many dance clubs are there in Johnson City? Just going with that. I maintain, as did Oscar Goodman, the former mayor of Las Vegas, that that Las Vegas grew in a large part because, it's hard to be more cosmopolitan than Las Vegas. I don't want slot machines at the churches, but thinking a little bit bigger. Thinking of ETSU standing on their own, not being subservient to UT. Or thinking of a AA team in the Tri-Cities instead of just the old Appalachian League. Or, and one of the reasons I talk hockey, a new arena that could put ETSU in the national rankings again for their men's basketball program and bring in, say, minor league hockey. What would it mean to the Tri-Cities if we had an ECHL team while Asheville, Roanoke, and Knoxville did not? That would be quite the feather in our cap. Now, speaking speaking of Vegas, they are, of course, the defending Western Conference champions, did it in their very first year in existence. How about that for gambling and winning? Okay, eventually, sure, it was Alexander Ovechkin and the Caps who came away with the trophy, don't get me wrong. But regardless, let's look at this. The San Jose Sharks, though, are playing, and that is a real first round, that's a real battle, but it was late. It was real late last night, so maybe you did not find out what occurred between the Golden Knights and the Sharks, two teams that ultimately could be playing for for the Western Conference title against the Predators, although not if the Predators play the way they did yesterday, losing 3-2 to the Stars. Okay, well, look at that. And if I can only get the world's slowest computer to work now, maybe we'll give you some highlights and tell you who won those games. Ah, yes, here it comes. Well, this was pretty much not a good start to the playoffs for the Golden Knights. Let me just give you a taste. I'm liking that calling KUFX, into the breach, good forecheck right there. Well, he's calling it all. Those 3-0, then the Sharks off of Marc-Andre Fleury. You knew that the Knights weren't going to come back at that point. Here's the final goal in the game. So the Sharks defeat the Golden Knights' first game of the playoffs 5-2. Like I said, that one, a lot of people think that's the key. That's the glamour matchup. Yeah, it's on the West Coast, so you might have missed it, but still not, I guess, that exciting of a game. Not a back and forth, 5-2 Sharks, but they make a statement. So did, by the way, the Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, here they're playing as the 8th seed. Who are the Blue Jackets, for crying out loud? Columbus as a team? Of course, I've always wondered if maybe that ought to have some more home team advantage, in the Tri-Cities, because it's just a straight shot, US 23 from Kingsport to Columbus. But nevertheless, the Blue Jackets were trailing the President's Trophy champions, Tampa Bay Lightning, 3-0 early. You were thinking 4-game sweep for the Lightning, maybe. Everything's going their way. And then
Brian McDonald leading the charge up the ice. All the way into the Blue Jacket zone, gets deep into the zone, tries to pass it back to Chernik. It got hit by Anderson, and that'll put Foligno on a breakaway. Nick Foligno in with a shot, and he scores! Nick Foligno takes advantage and buries it in the breakaway, and the Blue Jackets are now trailing by the score of 3-1.
All right, puck gets loose. I mean, what's the big deal, right? It's 3-1. Come on.
The Nick Foligno will. And right back through the neutral zone. Picked up by David Savard. Carries in with speed on the right side. Gets around him and he shoots. And he scores! David Savard put it in the upper left-hand corner. And the Blue Jackets have made this a one-goal game. They are trailing 3-2. Oh, Flapjacks on a Ferris wheel.
Well, Mike Lang talk right there. Flapjacks on a Ferris wheel. Let's see here. So he's got some influence. Okay, it's 3-2. No big deal to panic, right? I mean, come on. It's the Lightning. It's a 1 seed versus the 8.
Jackets not free. Josh Anderson, though, couldn't hold on to the play. There's a Lightning trying to throw it back to the blue line. Jenner takes it. He plays it up to Anderson. Here comes a short-handed chance, maybe. Anderson in. He takes a shot, and he scores! Who can score a short-handed goal? The Andy Man can! And this game is tied at 3.
Wait a minute.
Puck bounces all the way to the far corner. Cirelli's got it there. And Duchesne knocked down his clearing attempt. Jones goes in and takes it free to the center point. Borensky to Panarin back.
Did they cut out right there on me? Are they doing that again? The world's slowest computer. Let's try it. I can't believe this. Well, I can believe it, actually. We're going to get the, it says confirm form and all that. What a wonderful time for this to come up. All right.
Bounces all the way to the far corner. Cirelli's got it there. And Duchesne knocked down his clearing attempt. Jones goes in and takes it free to the center point. Borensky to Panarin back to Jones. He shoots and he scores! Jones is for a power play goal. And Seth Jones just buried it. And the Blue Jackets lead 4-3.
Talk of the sports world today. Blue Jackets come back against the best team in hockey, win it 4-3, and suddenly, a lot of these bottom seeds, could we have another Predators run this year from a Blue Jackets or a Stars?